Welcome to Parallel Universe. He wrote the soundtrack to a generation. Ballads that played at weddings, at funerals, at every significant human moment in between. But when Lionel Richie sat down for what many are now calling his most revealing interview ever, the man behind Hello, Say You Say Me, and We Are the World set down every carefully maintained wall and said things so honest, so raw, and so unexpectedly vulnerable that nobody in that room could hold it together. And neither will you. Lionel Richie is not simply a musician. He is a cultural institution. Born in Tuskegee, Alabama in 1949, he rose from a small college town to become one of the best-selling music artists in human history, with over 100 million records sold globally across 5 decades of recording. His net worth stands at an estimated $200 million. He has won 4 Grammy Awards, an Academy Award for Best Original Song, and spent years as a judge on American Idol, introducing his warmth and wisdom to an entirely new generation of fans. But numbers and trophies tell only the most surface-level version of this story. In his most recent deeply personal interview, Lionel Richie arrived without the trademark smile that has defined his public persona for 5 decades. Still warm. Still gracious. But quieter underneath in a way that immediately signaled something different was coming. He spoke about his age, now in his mid-70s, with a frankness that caught the interviewer visibly off guard. He reflected on his complicated journey through 2 divorces, the very public and painful unraveling of his marriage to Diane Alexander, and what it meant to raise 3 children, including his daughter Nicole Richie, through the particular chaos of Hollywood fame. He spoke about the years he was present in body but absent in every way that actually mattered. That admission alone visibly moved everyone in the room. The moment that broke people completely came when Richie spoke about his mother and father, both now gone, and the conversations he never had with them while he still could. He described sitting with that specific grief as the most clarifying experience of his life. It changed what he says to his children. It changed what he considers worth his time. It changed the songs he now finds himself writing, quieter, more inward, less concerned with commercial perfection and more concerned with emotional truth. For a man whose career was built on reaching millions simultaneously, the realization that the most important audience was always the people sitting closest to him arrived later than he wished. Today Lionel Richie continues performing to sold-out arenas worldwide. His Hello tour proved definitively that his connection with audiences remains completely undiminished. His relationship with his children, including Nicole, appears genuinely close and hard-won. He speaks about gratitude now not as a platitude but as something he clearly had to learn the painful way. At 75 he carries his years with an elegance and an honesty that feel entirely earned. Some artists grow old gracefully. Lionel Richie grew old honestly. And in many ways that is considerably more impressive. Lionel Richie once asked if this was the morning after. Once wondered if we were dancing on the ceiling. Once told someone hello from the other side of longing. But in this interview he did something none of those songs quite managed. He told the complete truth about what it cost to create them. The tears in that room were not for a man in decline. They were for a man who finally arrived, fully, honestly, and without a single note of performance. And that might just be his greatest composition yet.